Welcome to episode 5 of my China aviation series. Today I'm going to answer the question, how is it to fly on board a Chinese turboprop aircraft that is based on the Soviet-era Antonov 26, the XIAN Modern Arch MA60. Hello and greetings from Yantai airport. New shiny looking airport, look at this. It's quite nice. However, they do not have a priority pass lounge. Well, pity me, because I'm flying in economy class today on Joy Air on a XIAN MA60 to Dalian. So that's going to be exciting. I have a bit of time to wander around this beautiful airport and maybe look for some food, as I don't expect too much to eat on this short hop to Dalian in economy class. I don't have to look too long to get my lunch, as there are eateries everywhere. So since I have no lunch access, I bought a kind of crepe with meat, like beef inside, and I mean, it was quite tasty, but it messed up my only pants that I have for 1 week. Well, at least with the crepe I also got a lukewarm Sprite. It's soon boarding time and I make my way to the gates on the ground floor, as we will board via a bus gate. So far it looks all on time and I'm excited to fly on the MA60. It's not my first time on this aircraft, as I flew the MA60 a week earlier in Laos, but that's a different video, and that video you really shouldn't miss. And here I get a first glance at a Joy Air MA60. Lovely color scheme, isn't it? That's the one for my ride today. It really does remind me of the Soviet Antonov 26 or 24. However, bear in mind that the MA60 is much younger than the 1970s era Antonov. My aircraft today, Bravo 3459, was delivered in 2010 and is therefore only 14 years old at the time of my flight. This all-economy class cabin is arranged in a 2-seat layout and it fits approximately 60 passengers. This is the legroom, which is very generous, especially when considering my size of 1.93 m or 6'4". These are modern Western-built Pratt & Whitney engines, which will bring us across the Yellow Sea today. Here we have the Joy Air MA60 safety card. Isn't Joy Air a pretty cool name for an airline? In the seat pocket I also find this branded air sickness bag and a bottle of water. Overhead I find the reading lights and individual air fans. I'm not sure if you can hear me, but here I am on board the XIAN MA60 with Joy Air. The flight is pretty full, but I got a pretty good seats, second row, with a view to the propeller, so that's quite nice. Joy and happiness, it says. That's quite a promise. Each seat has this fold-down tray table, which I'm pretty sure most of you are quite familiar with. Flight time today, I think it's only like 40 minutes, so shouldn't take too long. And then we're gonna arrive in Dalian. I know some of you might think the MA60 is a Chinese copy of the Antonov 24. The truth is that back in the 1980s, China had a license to build the Antonov 26 under the local name XIAN Y7. The MA60 is a newer version of the Y7, only introduced in the early 2000s. There's a whole bunch of little islands down there. I wonder what they are. Ah, here we go. The backrest of my seat can be reclined by pressing this button here. But I'm not going to recline now, as the flight seems fully booked and there's no need to bug my fellow passenger behind me. I see there's also a Joy Air in-flight magazine, however in Chinese only. And I see Joy Air also operates the Boeing 737. Would be interesting how joy and happiness looks like on this larger aircraft. So more or less the moment we have reached the cruising altitude, we are already descending again into Dalian. I'm only flying to Dalian because of the MA60, so I am actually curious, is Dalian itself worth a visit? Have you maybe been to Dalian? Well, this time I'm just connecting there, so I'm going onward to Beijing. But I'm curious if Dalian would be worth a visit at some point. And talking about Dalian, here it is. How did I like so far my experience on board the MA60 with Joy Air? Well, it's a short ride with limited time for catering or other services, so my excitement is proportionally limited. But I find the aircraft comfortable to ride on, although the engine noise level is rather on the higher side, at least when sitting right next to it, so I guess that's normal. The cabin is clean and the legroom amazing. I certainly would book this flight again. Welcome to Dalian on this beautiful late afternoon in October. Having flown on the Soviet version, the Antonov 24 before, multiple times, I would say the feeling, or how I could call it, was indeed similar. Just the interior of this MA60 was a touch more modern, I would say. If you watch my Motor Siege flight review, maybe you understand what I mean with feeling. That was it already. Thank you for watching. Till next time, bye for now.